So my name is Randy Hatch. Buzz Greenwald is handing out materials, and Meredith.
You have to remember it now.
No, her time. Meredith is, she's going to teach me all day about her last name. So Meredith is actually, I'm thrilled she's here. She's had a lot of experience in the dental field. She ran a call center for many years. Clear Choice Dental Implants, has anybody heard of that company? Or a few of you have heard that. She was the third employee there, ran the call center, 32 locations, so she's got a wealth of information that she'll be able to share as we present today. Buzz has been in the industry for over 30 years. How many years is it tech? 17?
Technician 17, yes.
So he knows what keeps you up late at night in terms of some of the technical aspects of your job. But today, our purpose is to be here to share with you our recent partnerships with DentalTek. We're excited about it. And I'll break out a couple of things. When I have meetings, I love to kind of break it into what makes sense. You're on that side of the room, waiting here for the next 50 minutes. So I've broken it out in these three fashions: the purpose, process, payoff. The purpose we're here is to introduce ourselves to you and talk about what we can do to help you help dental offices, i.e. when you go to a dental office and you tell them, hey, I've got something to share with you that's going to decrease your expenses and increase your revenues. We think that might get their attention, right? The process we're going to go through is we're going to show you a video that is going to be available to you to share with dental offices. And I'll just kind of give you a heads up. What it really describes is ways that they can become more efficient and they can make more money. And as I mentioned a minute ago, decrease their expenses. But for you specifically, it's usually the last bullet that most people pay attention to. It's a way that we're going to show you specifically, and I'll break it out as we go through the presentation, how you can specifically increase your earnings by over $100,000 a year. And more than a one-time kind of a commission or earnings, this would be an ongoing revenue opportunity for you. We're going to start the video and I'm going to talk about services really starting with the cloud. And we know that not just dental offices, but a lot of offices in general need to, their servers are old, their systems are not backed up. So you're going to find that dental offices are going to be open to, what's this cloud about? How can it help my business? So with that said, let's jump into the video and we'll go from there.
We apologize. We have a very terrible audio, so bear with us.
The good news is I don't talk during the audio.
There's no powerful cloud-based technology that fully integrates with current practice management software to make dental practices more efficient, increase revenue, and provide additional security, privacy, and legal protection. The name of this groundbreaking tool is DentalTek, and it will turn your practice into a business. While DentalTek's bundle pricing makes this resource a must-have for your office, subscribers also receive additional benefits, including deep discounts on supplies, lab, and equipment. This could save a doctor tens of thousands of dollars a year, giving them more money to grow their business and increase their annual income. And that's not all. DentalTek members are also offered access to a unique patient financing program with up to a $35,000 line of credit. This proprietary product is developed and customized specifically for you, the practicing dentist. DentalTek is not replacing your existing practice management software. It's designed to improve and expand its current capabilities without a conversion. DentalTek has 5 primary features. 1, placing the practice and patient information into the cloud. 2, a smart office allows your staff to create groups of patients based on treatment plans. Next, they pre-record a voicemail requesting that the patient call and schedule an appointment. Using our innovative smartphone, if a live person answers, they simply make an appointment. But if they get a voicemail, that's when rapid call becomes a game changer. With the push of a button, the computer automatically dials the next patient on the list. This is happening as the system is leaving your pre-recorded message with the last patient. What this means is your staff isn't wasting valuable time waiting for the beep to leave a message. Studies show that you can make 3 to 4 times more calls than traditional dialing, and the system even generates reports to measure its effectiveness. With rapid call, your practice is simply making more contacts, getting more patients, and generating more revenue. The fourth feature is a valued reminder service. While reminders certainly aren't new to dental offices, this one is unique. Most reminder programs offer only text and email in the basic package, with voice calls costing more. But with DentalTek, you get the full package of text, email, and voice for no additional fee. It all works together with your existing practice management software, and text messages can even be personalized. The system also works with DentalTek's paperless form service, which automatically sends reminders to patients for uncompleted forms. And since this service is part of DentalTek's bundle pricing, you could save money by eliminating your current reminder software. Feature number 5 is our paperless form service, and there are 2 primary advantages to paperless forms. First, eliminating paper transactions saves you both time and money, simply because data online is faster and easier to retrieve. Secondly, it provides your office greater legal protection by tracking all the necessary forms and patient information to keep your office HIPAA compliant. This is done by automatically alerting your staff to patients whose legally required forms are not up to date. The service can also send a welcome email along with all of your office forms. And when prospective patients complete new patient forms, it's historically proven to decrease the number of no-shows. To summarize, with DentalTek, you'll receive cloud services, smart office phones, rapid call technology, reminders, and paperless forms, all in one place. The dental industry has never before seen such a dynamic and innovative suite of products found together in one package. So what would a doctor be willing to pay for this package of products that can help them increase the efficiency and revenue of their practice? If you were to price each of these services on the card on the open market, the average monthly price would be $400 for cloud services, $250 for the smart office phone, $300 for rapid call, $300 for reminders, and $50 for paperless forms, altogether costing a whopping $1,300 a month. And right now, most doctors feel it would be worth every penny. But with DentalTek, you can enjoy this full suite of innovative products for a bundle price of just $595 a month. That equates to a savings of more than $700 a month, or more than $8,400 a year. For this very low price of $595 a month, transform your office into a highly efficient practice that makes your staff happier and more productive, and generates extra revenue for you. For most doctors, DentalTek's bundle pricing is more than sufficient. But if you're still not fully convinced, we're offering even more. pricing and deep discounts are unheard of in the dental industry, DentalTek is now offering even more. Subscribers will also have access to a unique provider-based patient financing plan. Give doctors the ability to extend credit to patients who otherwise might not be able to secure financing. Doctors who take part in this patient financing program will have access to a line of credit of up to $35,000. Our DentalTek representative will be happy to give you more information on this convenient patient financing program. We thank you for taking time to view this video, and if you allow us the privilege of providing these valuable services to your practice, we at DentalTek pledge our utmost commitment to continually deliver world-class products and services. Our mission is to be your valued partner in helping to grow your practice and your personal income, and to create an environment in which your patients and your staff enjoy all aspects of their experiences with you. DentalTek is the most innovative and revolutionary suite of products ever offered in one package. Nowhere can you find cloud services, smart office phone, rapid call, reminders, and paperless forms for the incredibly low price of $595 a month. Even if the costs were not offset by the discounts, these services would more than pay for themselves and would generate additional revenue to your practice on their own. But with the bundle pricing and the discounts available, one might ask, why wouldn't any practice take advantage of this remarkable offer? So don't wait any longer. We invite you to subscribe to DentalTek today and start enjoying all the benefits that will turn your practice into a more efficient and more profitable business.
Okay, that concludes, oh, no. I said to Meredith earlier, I can't remember what I said to the first group or the second group. We're delighted to be here. I hope that you recognize the opportunity that's really there. I was thinking about your name, just Dental Fix. In terms of your opportunity, you're already a vested partner in those practices that you get to go in and meet with and help them. This is maybe a different spin, but you could ultimately go in and say, I've got something else I could help you with. My analogy, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but my analogy has been in past jobs, I frequently have turned to those IT guys in the IT department about if I was making a personal purchase of a computer or even stereo, hey, what should I be looking at? And I think you're in a very similar position where it's not out of the realm of possibility at all for a dental practice to perhaps turn to you and say, hey, what are some of the other offices that you meet with doing to improve their practices? So know that I think you're a vested partner. You wouldn't be if you weren't, you wouldn't be invited back, obviously. But these are offerings that we put together. Our thought is we're not trying to turn you into salespeople overnight. In fact, all we're trying to do is have you introduce the products that we have to offer, and then once the stage is set, get one of our DentalTek reps on the phone and really make the sale, if you will. But there is a sales piece to this, and that is really getting, whether it be the office manager or the dentist themselves, to sit down and watch this video. We view this video really to be a condensed tool that will really describe the suite of services. As we talked to various dental offices and we rolled out some beta tests, one of the things that I heard recently from a really successful dentist, he said, Randy, what you're offering is not necessarily unique because those components, they had bought some of those themselves, whether it be the reminder service or the phone service. But the fact that they're combined and they're in one bundle, and the price point is such that it is unique and it's exciting. So ways to maybe get to that next stage with the office manager or the dentist would be questions, and we put these on some handouts just for kind of food for thought. But questions such as, hey, if I could show you ways to reduce some of your expenses, would you be interested? And it's kind of a no-brainer. Well, yeah, of course I'd be interested. Another question might be, and this is, we don't want to confuse the fact that when you're there working on dental equipment, may not in fact be the right time to try to have this conversation. But it's really to get to that stage of, could we set aside 15 minutes and schedule time to do that? And the dental office we dealt with last week said, yeah, Wednesday afternoon, the dentist isn't here, it's a good time for me to talk, and that's, so we have a follow-up next week to finish up some points. And then, actually, Buzz, this is kind of in your wheelhouse, as far as that last bullet. And I know your wife's a dentist, so.
My wife's a dentist. I spent, this is my 35th year in the business. 25 of those I owned a company called Blue Ribbon Dental, which was service, merchandise, equipment, full service like the Henry Schein or Patterson, just smaller scale, obviously. So I know what you're going through, but I respect every one of you for the challenges that you've taken on in your career, and this is awesome. As far as the situation with what we're looking at, it's like Randy said, we don't want to make you salesmen, but we want to give you an added value to the dental office, which provides them with more value to what you offer. In other words, equipment's one thing to go repair, but they also have questions with administrative programs and the things that they're dealing with up front. If you can allow yourselves to provide that information for them, you're going to be even on a higher pedestal, because I promise you, the guys at Henry Schein and Patterson are not talking about those things. They go in for a specific purpose. We're always looking for a way to add our value, and this is a good opportunity for us to help you. So.
Yep. So good. All right. Other approaches that we've looked at, or questions that you might want to ask about, go ahead. There's your
Yes,
question.
in a pre-trial, if some doctor wants to run a trial, how it's work?
It's a good question. We've talked about that internally. One of the, and we kind of, where we ended up with, at least at this stage, doesn't mean we won't consider it later, but we've rolled out some beta tests. And with if you had a dentist right now in short order that said, yeah, I'd really like to do a beta, we could talk to them about that. But rather than roll out 1 month free, we've looked at the discount comparison, at $595 compared to $1,300.
At least he wanna look, right? How it's work out, software and all kind of things. Because this is the computer related. That's why all kind of it's gonna be a one of them like the Android phone, one of them like the Apple phone. That's kind of things. That's why I'm pretty sure they wanna exactly how it's the user friendly, how it is, and that's why.
So even a demo, someplace where they can actually go see it.
Yeah, at least he says give us a 10 days, 15 days,
Yeah.
whatever.
In fact, I know we addressed that in the last group as well, whether it be webinars or demos. I mean, a lot of that absolutely we can make that available. So, but as far as let's throw that out there for a month to trial it, we talked to our IT department, and the IT director is quick to say, and I think it's true from my past experience with multiple other businesses. Business owners generally, if they're going to make a step, i.e. going to the cloud, they're going to be pretty committed from the get-go. It's not like, let me try the flavor and see what it
No,
feels like.
I understand.
Good question, though.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on the next couple of slides because it is in your handouts that we've provided. But these are just probing questions that you may either ask or you may be sensitive to if you're in the dental office. If you see that or hear that they've lost customers or that they have a lot of no-shows, then there's a service you may want to look at. And think of it in terms of much like an in-house call center versus hiring a call center at the tune of $1,000 a month or more. There's some benefits around that.
Is there a, at what point do these offices start doing these automatic calls? When, at what size of an office?
Even small ones.
One office.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
office.
What,
Yeah, it's basically letting a single practitioner run like a big company. So when I started with Clear Choice, I was the call center. It was just me, like answering phones in the kitchen.
Right.
When I left, I had 50 in-house agents and 400 outsourced. So I had to grow to so many before I could have certain software. So a lot of it was just manual, and I'm like, okay, I'm at 15 people. I really want this software. So in developing this, it really was, the mindset was to let a small practice run like a business. So just one.
so it's this, my question's along the same line, I was thinking scalability as well. So and I get the one office, is this a two-room office? Does this make sense for them as opposed to a facility that has 12 ops?
It could be one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
On
the
up
same
to
price.
clinics, larger and multiple
One more
groups.
question.
Okay, it's the same price whether they're running one op out of it or 12 ops? Okay.
One more question. They have a billing software also?
I'm sorry?
The billing software to the patient billing software?
No, no.
Generally, that's with their
How
administrative.
come they recognize how many is the left? They shows whenever is the patient, they come, the name,
How they recognize that?
Yeah.
So it's based on so the management software, this does not replace their management software. So if they're using EagleSoft or Dentrix, I mean, this works in conjunction with that software. So this pulls that, puts it in the cloud. When the call comes in, that phone is recognized. And I know you said in one of the sessions earlier, if you called in on your cell phone, it's going to recognize you as the patient. All that information will be pulled up. If you use a phone from the hotel, it would recognize Meredith as an individual, so it wouldn't be able to pull it up there.
third question, last
Sure,
one.
Sure. No, I hope it's not the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, second, that one is the software, because they work with the other software like
EagleSoft or whatever.
whatever is office software using all kind of stuff, and we putting that system, how they get together, how gonna they talk each together?
As a bridge.
Is it-
Communication, like two software, how,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, it pulls it, if I understand the question, and you know the technology maybe better than I do, but it pulls it and puts it in the cloud. So, and the advantage to that is now it's backed up to the cloud as well as accessibility. So the doctor or the office manager, they don't have to be in the office, they can be home, they can pull it up on their iPad or whatever.
Now you create one more
Sure.
question.
Yeah.
Okay, how about if you lost the data, what is the backup plan? Because
Great, actually, it's a great question.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, it leads to the discussion of why they should look at the cloud. Where did you cover that?
So we have, there's two locations. I mean, clearly their information is not literally in the cloud, right? But we have a location in Dallas and in Utah, and they back each other up to the second.
So this visual
Okay.
kind of gives you an idea that it's, the office may have a server in the back closet. This is the cloud, so.
Right.
I am that I understand, but you have a backup like two server. One is what different. Somewhere is the like anything happen, but still you have the data over
I
there.
think more importantly too is the security that satisfies the HIPAA requirements. And just security in general. Like I've been to a couple conventions and doctors are like, oh, I don't really trust the cloud. I like it. I like to control it, right? But what they need to know is there's hackers working every day to go grab that data. And if they get a hold of the data, that doctor has to send out letters to all their past patients, all their current patients, and let all their future patients know I've had a breach. This keeps them much more safe, and we're working every day to stay ahead of the hackers, right? Where the hackers are coming in trying to get the data.
Yeah, we
Well,
have
actually,
full-time people.
you can probably add a little more commentary around. Our IT director, a guy named Travis Hall, Travis has pointed out to me, he ran his own company for many years in this, working with dental offices. When he talked to dentists that would have that kind of response, he, oh, but let me show you.
How easy it is for me to get into your information, and he'll find a hole within like a minute.
So
And
you
would
see some
grab
hands
their
nodding.
patient
So,
information.
so this is, quite frankly, probably the easiest avenue to talk to dental offices about, because they just lost some information last week, or the backup didn't work, or you know, whatever the issue is. They know, and this nightmare of being HIPAA compliant alone is, tell me more, kind of a opening, if you will.
So you're synchronizing with their current server or wherever their data is, right? So once they've done that, and I'm talking about the security part of it, if it's still in their office, it's still vulnerable to attack. Are you guys helping with that process of locking them down, or do they get rid of that server?
They're getting rid of that.
Okay.
They're getting rid of all that hardware.
So you're hosting it for them
Right.
completely.
Now, the one thing that I do want you to know about our cloud service that other cloud server providers do not provide, you can get, if you decide a year later, I want my own servers again, we can take the information back out of the cloud, put it back in your server, and you can control it again. Nobody else offers that. Like Dentrix, when they're putting it into the cloud, once they own it,
They own it.
they own it. It's not really yours anymore. So very easy to put back and forth if they want to. But I mean, I don't know how many people here have a flip phone. Once you go further on, right, with smartphone, you don't go back typically.
So, and I'm gonna get a little too technical here, but
Sorry.
Question here.
No, just I'm saying that if your system ever gets hacked, does that take away a little bit, some of the responsibility away from the document?
Yes.
And you have to,
The letters would come from DentalTek
Yeah. It's
versus.
a great
cloud.
question.
That's a great question. We've had that, yeah.
so are, in the office on their computer, is it all web-based now, or are they still running a client and they're just hitting the data on your servers?
Yep, it doesn't, so the front desk won't see a change
Uh-huh.
in how it works. They'll come in and work just like they did before. It's just it's pulling from a different location.
Any system requirement?
System requirements, I mean, we want you to look at their internet and router, a certain type of
No,
router.
certain computer system is requirement, any
The
computer.
piece, the computers themselves, or is anything special
No,
about them?
actually, it's less information now off the computer, there's no reason to store it. So they don't need anything major.
What kind of bandwidth do they need for the internet?
That's
We're
good,
just
that's
saying,
a-
where's our IT guy for some of this? Because we wanted to keep it super high level for you, and you guys are really digging in, so we love it.
We intentionally didn't bring our IT guy, because